Every time I open up YouTube, the number one question I get asked is, how do I start in the field of digital marketing in 2024? And if that is you, this video is going to give you a complete path for how can you go from a noob to actually working with some of the biggest digital marketing companies around the world. Plus, I'll also share an amazing report by HubSpot, which will give you a clear picture in the world of digital marketing and consumer trends. So watch till the end. Now, there are countless videos on YouTube talking about how to become a digital marketer, what skills to learn, what courses to take. I have been running my own digital marketing agency in the last 3 years, and one question no one talks about is what should a career progression look like in the world of digital marketing. And after hiring multiple people in my company, this is what I've learned. The first thing to start with is a skill. First of all, you need to figure out what segment of digital marketing do you want to focus on. It could be ads, it could be social media content, it could be SEO, it could be anything, but you have to pick a niche and master it properly. Instead of becoming a generic marketer, it's very important to focus on one niche particularly. You could just be a newsletter marketer and make a ton of money. You could just be a landing page optimizer and make a ton of money. What does not work is trying to do everything all at once. You're a beginner starting out and don't have the experience needed to run huge campaigns and actually take up a whole sector yourself. So the first thing is to master a skill. I've made a separate video talking about what skills to master and how can you do so. So go watch it if you're interested. But once you figure out a skill, let's say it is YouTube growth. So now you are a specific YouTube growth marketer, right? So you can actually take a YouTube channel for an individual or a client and can help grow it from 0 to 100K. For example, the next step for you is to actually start becoming an operator. So instead of just being someone who consults people and charges for every hour, you are now more involved. You are actually running the whole operations, the delivery of the service. And this is exactly what we do with the clients we have at MarketUp, in which we take care of their end-to-end process for YouTube growth. Everything from a content idea to actually executing the video with SEO and editing and thumbnails and analysis. This will help you to go from a freelancer who's charging for his or her time to actually charging for the value you bring to the table. For example, your pricing will go from, okay, I'm going to charge 3,000 rupees per hour to actually saying that, hey, I'm going to help you lower your customer acquisition cost from, let's just say, 5 rupees to down to 2.5 rupees. And so if you deploy 2.5 crores on my campaign and this helps you get twice X more users, I will just take 5% or 10% of that pie. You see, you are actually charging for the value you bring to the table by the campaign that you've executed and how successful it has been in lowering the CAC for the client. It's also called as an account manager role, in which you're heading a couple of people and handling everything for that one client and that one account. But you're still working under a digital marketing company and focusing on their clients. But in the next 2 years, you would have enough case studies and enough experience to actually branch out and start your own boutique company, in which you would offer the same services but with your own case studies and would have more skin in the game. You go from being a freelancer making 30 to 40,000 rupees a month to working in a digital marketing agency making 50,000 to 1 lakh a month, and then to starting your own agency, which can be scaled to as much as 10 lakh a month in clients. And this will require a number of new skill sets. You need to learn how to sell yourself effectively and the service you're providing. Number 2, you need to learn how to hire great talent. A great digital marketing agency is nothing but a great set of people who are dedicated and are actually skilled enough to execute on a campaign. And ultimately, you need to be great at firing your clients. You must have seen videos about how to get more clients, but while you're growing your agency, it's really important to understand how can you fire the clients which pay you less and require more time, and start onboarding new clients which are going to pay you more and are actually working together to help solve the problem. The biggest roadblock in growing my company in the last 3 to 4 years has been the lazy clients. Clients who don't pay as much, who have too many requests for iterations and revisions and vague feedbacks, and ultimately they are going to clog you down. They are going to slow your company. They're going to take a lot of juice out of everyone who's working in your company. So the best thing is to fire that client. It's much better for you to have 2 clients and make 4 to 5 lakhs a month than actually having 5 to 6 clients making 7 lakhs a month, but being under a high stressed environment. So now when we are talking about digital marketing, it is essential for you to be aware of the latest trends influencing the industry. By understanding these trends, you can not only create marketing marketing strategies that are effective but are also relevant with time. And this is where the 2024 Consumer Trends report by HubSpot is a game changer. In partnership with Glimpse, this report contains insights from hundreds of consumers and brand leaders. The report covers several digital consumer shopping habits, including how consumers discover products and engage on social media. It further explores the impact of AI on search engines and research, like how consumers are adopting AI, interesting facts about generative AI powered search, and much more. The part which really stood out to me the most was the one where they talk about the power of online communities and the importance of organic content in 2024. Did you know that every 1 in 5 consumers consider themselves as influencers? And more than 20% of social media users buy products based on an influencer's recommendation. I was fascinated by these facts, and you can find much more in the Consumer Trends Report 2024 by HubSpot. The link is in the description and it is absolutely free to download. Check it out today. So now you fired your clients, you learned to sell, you learned to hire. This is the point where you're making anywhere between 5 to 10, 15, 20 lakhs a month as well. But this is where most people get stuck. This is the place where I am stuck as well. But the next step forward for me is to actually productize my service, is to actually build a tool using AI or anything out there which can replace my own services, and I can scale it ahead. I can go from a high ticket client that I normally have for about $2,000 to $5,000 a month to actually having a client who's going to pay me about $500 a month but is going to use my AI tool, and so this will be infinitely scalable. So I could go from having 10 clients to having 1,000 clients paying me $500 a month. And that is how you scale and get to true riches in the world of social media marketing. Hit the like button if you're liking this video so far. A productized service is basically a software which is going to help your clients do exactly what you were doing, but make it faster and make it scalable. You still have some people who will be involved in the services, but it would largely be driven by the product that you've built. A basic example is, let's say you have 5 clients paying you $3,000 a month. That comes to about $15,000 every month, which gets your company to $180,000 in a year. But now you've built your productized service in which you have, let's say, 500 clients paying you $100 in a month. That's $50,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue, and that comes to about $600,000 every year with your productized service. And this is where the next level of wealth unlocks, in which you get to sell your own productized service to someone else. There are multiple platforms like acquire.com, or if you're documenting your journey on Twitter, you'll have several people reaching out to you wanting to buy off your platform. It could be a big software company. It could also be another agency who wants to absorb your agency and its product. And the worth of your productized service will depend on the revenue it generates. Let's say you make $600,000 in a year, you get a multiple of between 3 to 5x. So you're going to sell your company for anywhere between $1.8 million to $3 million. That is huge. That is how you go from a freelancer to actually selling your own productized service for up to $3 million. If it sounds easy, it is not. It can take you anywhere between 7 to 10 years to go from being a freelancer to actually selling your productized service. But it is actually possible. I've met multiple people who have done this in the past, going from a freelancer to selling their company to now having a relaxed life or focusing on building more software companies. Again, I have made an in-depth video for how to become a digital marketer in the comment section below. So go watch that video, hit the like button, check out HubSpot's Consumer Trends report in the description, and I will see you all in the next video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section as well. You can follow me on Instagram at Ishan Sharma 7090. I'll see you in the next one.